Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility.
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there.
I've just discovered something horrifying. If my projections are right, we must... But I shouldn't get ahead of myself. The Elder will know what to do. He must. What's up guys, Buddy here, and welcome back for another episode of Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode we arrived at the Brotherhood of Steel bunker here at Hidden Valley, and in this episode we are going to head around and figure out what the hell is going on here. So last episode we read a few terminals showing that there's some sort of lockdown going on where no one can leave, and also, you know, the people are getting antsy about it, nobody really likes the lockdown, and the Lorenzo, some sort of scientist here, figured out that something is going wrong in the vault, but we couldn't get enough from the logs to figure out what's
Still breaking hearts there,
actually going on.
Schuler. Hey.
Scribe Schuler, apparently. Hello.
Hello, you must be the outsider everyone's talking about. I'm Linda Schuler. If you ever need medical attention, this is the place to come.
So you're a doctor?
Yes, I handle all medical needs in the bunker. If you're ever wounded, I can treat you. For a fee. Normally I'd just be the base's medical officer. But my other duties say otherwise.
What services can you perform?
We have equipment here to treat most physical injuries. Lacerations, broken bones, that sort of thing. We also carry a full supply of antitoxins. You may have noticed the bark scorpions up above. Though tiny, their venom packs quite a punch. Treating scorpion stings is my most common procedure. I can also treat any form of radiation sickness you pick up out in the waste. No matter what stage. Save the last.
So wait, you're saying bark scorpions can get through power armor? Must not be that strong. You mentioned other duties you had?
I'm this bunker's head scribe in everything but name.
Ah.
I supervise the research teams. I collate the reports. I attend the meetings. But for reasons beyond me, that buffoon Taggart still gets the title. And don't get me started on that little pet of his. Everyone around here knows what's going on there but her.
Why not tell on him?
Oh, I tried. The Elder listened patiently to my carefully constructed argument regarding why the buffoon should lose his position. Then he just as patiently explained to me that Taggart's work was vital to our cause, and that he wasn't to be trifled with lesser matters. But vital to our cause? Hardly.
Okay. Any medical supplies?
I suppose I have a few things around that I can spare.
Oh, good, good. Will you trade NCR money for stim packs? Answer, yes. Will you trade Legion money for stim packs? I picked up a lot of foreign currencies when we were in that cave a couple of episodes back, if you remember correctly. Alright, I've now completely wiped her out. Oh, I'm still owing her 800 caps. Okay. I don't really need to buy stim packs anymore. Yeah, I'll just buy some Psycho if she doesn't have Psycho. I guess Psycho isn't really a medical supply, it's a chem. But still, I like Psycho. I don't need Med-X anymore, Radaway is still useful. Yeah, there you go. Works for me.
Thanks.
No problem.
Bye.
Goodbye. So I mean, I wouldn't really give a shit if I didn't have the title, if I had the role. In fact, I'm quite lazy in real life, so I generally don't like to have a role. Hey, that didn't take long. Remaining. Alright. Welcome, Schuler, displaying the last 3 files access. She has a really old journal entry than a more recent one. It's been a hard day. I think I lost more than twice as many as I saved. At a guess, I'd say we've lost a little over half our number. And all for some broken down solar energy station that barely works? Crap, they lost half their numbers at Helios 1. I think if Elder Elijah hadn't gone missing, I might have refused to treat him. Would have served the prick right. Edit. God, I haven't looked over these in a while. I remember writing that like it was yesterday. Who would have imagined I'd spend the next few years of my life trapped underground? Huh. Well, Elijah, I guess not everyone liked Elijah then. Journal entry 260. Nothing much to report this week. Just a few cases of mild respiratory problems. Come to think of it, there were a number of respiratory problems last week too. I think I should talk to Lorenzo. Maybe something's breaking down. Ooh, this might be the problem Lorenzo's talking about. Something with respiratory problems? I guess the air in the vault? I keep calling it a vault. Air in the bunker. Damn that Taggart. I got stuck scheduling the Junior Scribes experiments again. It's bad enough we're stuck down here with one another, but all of the Brotherhood Scribes in the waste, I get stuck with a lecherous scatterbrain for a boss? Perhaps Hardin is right. Maybe it is time for a change. Ooh. Ooh. Well. Some sort of revolution going on down here? What's the deal? What is the deal? Oh, that's a fake first aid box. Oops. That's a fake first aid box. What the hell? That's a fake first aid box too. Game, why are you doing this to me? What the hell? You got some sort of shooting range?
Hello, outsider. Welcome to the range. Feel free to use any open lane.
I'm allowed to use the range?
Sure. The Elder's already given the okay. Unfortunately, you'll have to use your own weapons and ammo.
So before...
Later.
Before the Elder's even spoken to me, I'm allowed to use your firing range.
Hello,
So,
outsider.
sounds like he's got his priorities in check, eh? Okay, stop wasting microfusion cells, buddy. Hey, Veronica, you fit in here. I guess you're not really supposed to be wearing power armor. You're more a scribe? No, you're... I don't know what you are. You're not a paladin, though, surely. Knight Torres.
You must be the stranger I've been hearing about. Sorry, but I'm strictly forbidden from offering our tech to outsiders like yourself. Besides, I'm a little busy right now.
Oh. Well, thanks, Knight Torres, for being absolutely useless. Damn it, grew... Oh, no, I'm still detected. There is a way of doing this. I'll come back later, because...
We just had word that the town of Prim is now part of the NCR. At this rate, they'll be running the whole region soon.
That's the hope. I might as well... I'm pretty much a damn ranger by now, aren't I? Like, pretty much a ranger at this point with how much good I've done for the NCR. Oh god, you've got a big gun.
Keep an eye on Veronica here. She's a sharp one.
Yeah? Thanks for the heads up, dude. I think that's all the logs I wanted to look at. Then again, I actually, you know those logs in the medical place? I only just found those. Oh, hello. Initiate Stanton and a couple of initiates.
Only a few people get to venture outside, usually to trade for food.
This is interesting. So the Brotherhood has some sort of system of bringing up their
Who
young.
can tell me the primary components of gunpowder?
Damn it. I don't know how to make bullets, okay? That's always been a... Oh god, sorry for bashing my mic there. It's always been a bit of a weak point in my knowledge. So these are the turrets I could control from upstairs. If these guys start to piss me off, maybe I'll have a little fun with them later. That's really evil! I'm turning really evil lately. It's starting to worry me. Alright, time to get down to some actual business. So, the way to the control center, that's where your enter behind there. And this is the second level, which is where the important people are. Pretty much. With the exception of Schuler. Right, to the left you have a bunch of things. To the right is the command center, where the Elder is. Veronica, you wanted to speak to the Elder, didn't you? Hello, Elder. This is a nice place. Elder McNamara.
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
Seems like a lot of people in the Brotherhood are currently getting frustrated with this guy. We're gonna have a quick chat with him to see if he has any answers for what the hell is he doing wrong, and what the hell, why shouldn't we try and get rid of him? Because I have a good power weapon here, and he doesn't seem to have anything.
What do you think you're doing?
What do you think you're doing? Shut up and listen to me before you start shouting threats. I was looking at your weapon, you idiot.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
I'll help you, but I need some answers.
Then allow me to explain our situation.
Good.
This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I've already found all 3 patrols. They were all dead.
I suppose I am not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative, and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all of their reports.
You know, for someone who's really concerned with the safety of his people, and he's locked down the entire bunker, secluding them down in a hole in order for them to stop losing so many ranks on the surface, he sure seemed pretty quick to move on from the tragedy of, I think, 6 to 9 of his men dying. I don't like that guy.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
It does seem like this place is in trouble, but why should I trust you?
Why should you trust the Elder?
Fair point.
I'd recommend listening to both of us, and choosing whom to trust for yourself. So are you willing to listen?
That's a fair point, actually. Go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
What about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies. If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well. And all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
To be fair, she's been traveling me for literally almost the last year, and she hasn't come back here except for this one, so she's not bringing too much food. But again, all of this security shit, he wasn't too concerned when all of his patrols died. Have you tried bringing this up with the Elder yourself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
I assume you'd nominate yourself as Elder.
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter. and have more combat experience than any 2 others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
So how would you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
I will see. What do I get out of helping you?
If I become elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough?
Well, you did lose half your numbers a couple of years back, but you still have power armor and energy weapons, so I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Okay, Harden. I'll keep you updated.
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
Good intentions don't justify marching the Brotherhood to its death.
No, but it does make it easier to forgive him. He's just misguided. It's not too late to change his mind.
You think the Elder will listen at all?
He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it.
So what is it you're trying to accomplish?
That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what?
Shooting people.
To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers, or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're going to survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members.
How would you propose to do that?
Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide.
What could we bring to him that would change his mind?
I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea.
Whoa. A lot of people seem to be thinking Elijah's crazy, and having met the man myself, think he's a bit of a coot. But let's pretend we don't know him, even though me and Veronica have had many conversations before about him. Father Elijah, why are you bringing him into this?
Our elder before McNamara.
I know who he is.
He had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert, chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
Alright, let's head out then.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
That doesn't look friendly. I'll be right.
Pardon?
Veronica.
I'll see you guys next time.